Well, that was very good timing. The courier's just been with a new universal for this axle. The one on it is a aftermarket sealed one, and it's rather stuffed. So it's really good news that I've got a new one put in. I've bought a greasable one because, well, the only one on the car that has failed is the non-greasable one, out of what I've seen anyway. So we have 4 circlips, one not to be lost little grub screw to go in the grease hole when you've finished greasing it, and one universal. Yeah. Now I just have to figure out how these things fit. Okay, so it's the next morning now. Last night I got some progress pushing the caps of the universal joint out, but only managed to get one side of each pair, about 4mm, out of the socket, and I can't do anything with them from there because they're just so tight. I'm going to put this aside for a while I work on the upright and get that ready to fit, and come back to this and maybe try some more drastic measures. Okay, that's the upright all fixed and cleaned up. So you can see there I made that hole round again after it was a bit oval, welding it up, and now I just need to wipe it down and get some paint on it. I now need to get back on with trying to get this universal joint sorted out. First thing I'm going to try, a suggestion from the interwebs, is now that I've got them out this far, I'll just put them in the vise and see if I can twist them out from there. I did try this with vice grips and it didn't work, but there is a bit more pressure in the vise, just not quite as much grip, so we'll see how that goes. And beyond that, I'll be drilling, cutting or welding in its future. Okay, so I haven't managed to free everything up yet, but what I have managed to do is clear some room here to get on with the next operation. So this cap was actually cracked, and after cutting through it, it fell to pieces. The end did at least. So you can still see some of the sides in there. Obviously those were fairly well rusted up. The all the pins are out and the end of the spider is out as well. So now I'm going to press down through that to try and push the other cap out a little bit more and see how I go with that, and see if that gives me enough room to remove the spider. Okay, that was quite a lot of effort, and we've finally had some success. So here we have one cap out, one yoke and spider separated from one other yoke with, go away rag, half a cap in it, but that should press out easy enough now that I don't have a spider to deal with. So, now to see if I can get the rest of it apart. Okay, and there we have the remnants of that effort. So I finally have one completely separated universal joint. Oh, geez, I'm buggered now. That was a lot more effort than it should have been. I think in total this has taken me about 6 to 8 hours just to get it apart. Now I am going to give it an absolutely thorough clean and polish inside all the sockets to make sure that it goes back together much easier, and hopefully if I have to release it again or anyone else does, it isn't this much effort. Okay, now the next challenge, putting it all together. We'll see how that goes. I have thoroughly cleaned and sanded and filed any burrs off of both yoke sockets, both pairs of yoke sockets. So hopefully that'll help. I've just given everything a coating of WD-40 to protect it and help us along our way. What I'll also now do is grab some grease. Okay, so as you saw me doing there, I've finally discovered the trick to this. What I was experiencing was when I put the caps in and put the circlips on, everything was bound up too tight. But what I've finally realized is you then need to do what I did just then, hit each side with the crosses of the unit sitting on the vise, so that you're hitting the caps hard up against the circlip, and now everything is much freer to move again. I think I've finally finished this job 2 days later. Bloody hell. I do not envy anyone else doing this, and I'm not sure if I'll ever bother doing any more. I might just be very, very diligent about greasing them. Right, now I still need to finish greasing this one. Universal done. Now I just need to put the rest of it together. Okay, it's the next day now, and I've got lots of reassembly to do, starting off with this rear axle. So we have hub, backing plate, upright, some seals, and all sorts of things to put in, so I better get on with it. Alright, a quick look there. See all the tabs up against the sides of the belt to stop them ever coming loose and causing mayhem. So if you have a look at how I've positioned this in the vise, because we're about to torque this up to 120 foot-pounds, you know, I'm holding on to the main part of the yoke with it offset, so that as the sides of the yoke come out to hold the universal joint, they'll actually stop the whole thing turning, because the vise isn't going to get any wider. That's the plan anyway. Now to assemble brakes. Start with the adjuster, which is all nice and clean and greased. do find this can be a little particular about going on. Here we have a burr that needs dealing with. Nice. Right. I just need to put the upright on. There we go. Oh, I forgot to split pin. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, that's about enough for today's video. Next time I'll be fitting the axle on the car along with a few other things, getting it ready for its warranty fitness finally. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell for notifications, and if you've enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it very much if you'd hit the thumbs up. So, until next time, bye everybody.